Hello everyone, this is Dr. Todd. And in this video, I want to talk about the concept of value-free counseling. I think it's pretty obvious that value-free counseling is a myth. And here's what I mean by that. Well, first, counseling is about change. It's about transformation. It's about moving people from point A to point B. And when we move someone from point A to point B, there's an implicit understanding of ideal versus less than ideal. And anytime we get into an ideal versus less than ideal situation, what we're really talking about is a value judgment. And value judgments carry with them, by necessity, by very definition, if you will, moral statements. So, for instance, if we're diagnosing a problem, we have to have some understanding of what normal is. And if we have an understanding of what normal is, by default, we must have a good idea then of what abnormal is. So to move someone from abnormal to normal requires a value judgment. It says you're not where you need to be or want to be or what this code of morality says. So therefore, it's my job as a counselor to help you achieve this new normal. Well, then that gets into how do we define normal? And that's where worldview presuppositions and assumptions come into play. Our understanding of good and bad is an ethics, a morality issue. And therefore, if we're going to help people move from abnormal to normal, we have to have some sort of foundational framework or conceptual framework for what normal would be, which means we have to impose some sort of value judgment or morals or ethics on the situation. Think about this. How do you assess a situation without an understanding of some sort of criteria? It could be a diagnostic statistics manual definition. It could be a biblical definition or a theological understanding based on Christian thought and belief. There's so many different ways. It could be something related to secular humanism. There's just a ton of different options there. But by what standard shall we measure it? So in order to say, okay, so that would be even assessing. So then diagnosing carries with it the same concept. Is something abnormal or harmful? And then that gets into one of the big things in Counseling 101 is do no harm. Well, who gets to define what harm is? Is it hurting someone's feelings, or is it helping them grow? Is it helping them promote happiness, or is it healthiness? All of these value judgments are inescapable in counseling because counseling's interested in change. And so to move from one place to another, you can't escape it. The question becomes is which moral framework is the most consistent and the one that coheres with reality the most? So if you're going to counsel at all, you really will be using value statements, value judgments, imposing your values in some way, shape, or form. The question is, or the encouragement is, just make sure you have the right set of values. Well, I hope that this has been helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to interacting with you in the next edition of Dr. Todd Explains. God bless. We'll talk again soon.